Good afternoon and welcome to this broadcast from TESPN of the first home football game of the season as the Blue Devils of Fort Union Military Academy come into Agog Stadium and are hosted by the defending VISA Division I state champion Trinity Episcopal Titans. I am Rick Hamlin, joined here by
Silvio Troy.
Ben Schneider.
Thrilled to be back up here with you, Silvio, for our third year together. And excited to have Ben for his first football broadcast. Hagan Andrew, our producer today. And if you get a chance, check out this week's TESPN podcast, and you'll hear Hagan asking some excellent questions in his interview with Joe Turkley and Jack Cranston. But enough about that. It is kickoff time. It's a squib kick, finally fielded by James Woodward. Woody makes a nice move and bounces it outside, all the way across the 40-yard line, and a great start for the Titans. So, Silvio, we've been up here together many times, and we've seen the Titans win every home game for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking forward to seeing out there today?
You mean senior season? I've been watching these guys for a while now, my senior season, and then I know all the seniors pretty well on the team, so I know they're definitely trying to play hard, and I definitely think this is probably a winning team. They want to defend the title, go three for three. We have a lot of older guys now, a lot of injured guys this game, but I definitely think we're going to see some good football by the Titans, and I think we're definitely going to see a dominating offense this season for sure.
Well, you point out the injuries, and I think that's going to be a storyline today. Of course, injuries are always part of football, but at this early stage of the season to already be down about 6 starters is concerning. But this one goes to Devion Brown out of the backfield, and he takes that little screen pass 9 yards right to midfield. And you saw Devion Brown lining up out of the backfield there.
He's playing running back there.
To him playing there, but he's starting at running back today. We mentioned some injuries. Trey Grant, all-state running back from last year, is out today. The senior nursing a little bit of I think it's a quad, but not a long-term thing for Trey, but it will keep him out today. Now we have Brennan Ridley lining up behind center as the quarterback, and it's a keeper for Ridley, and he travels 5 yards, and that is a Titan first down. Tackle made by Cameron Taylor.
First down.
Yeah, definitely love the Brennan Ridley. Backup QB last year, I believe backup QB sophomore year as well. Definitely can throw it, but also definitely can run that ball. We see him, I believe last year he was the special team returning ball, and he can definitely run.
And, of course, Brennan also prolific wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Is kind of his, day job, if you will. And he is committed to the Naval Academy to play football there next year, right?
Couldn't tell you.
I think he committed about a month ago to Navy. All right, timeout there by the Titans as they were having a little bit of an issue. I think only 10 guys on the field. Play clock was running down, so first timeout of the game called by the Titans.
Definitely not something you see often with the Titans. I mean, when I look at the Titans, I see a very constructed, organized team, and they don't make mistakes like that. Definitely think it's maybe due to the injuries, maybe due to not all these starters and people not really sure exactly where they're supposed to be going. I mean, I saw James Woodward. He was lining up to play, I believe, tight end, maybe wide receiver. Definitely not his normal position there. So a bit confusing. We have Bryden Kelly on the field now. He was staying with the guys, so I definitely think that was a change.
Yep. Yeah, still early in the season, only the second game, so got to work out some of those kinks, and you got some people playing slightly different positions as well with the injuries. So just down to 2 timeouts for the half, but 1st and 10 from the 45. It's a handoff to James Woodward, and great run, great blocking by the guys up front. He's finally brought down by Tyler Lickman, but that is another Titan first down.
Yeah. I mean, that's something the Titans are always good at. They're good at moving the ball. I think there's not really a chance where I remember really seeing last year where the Titans struggled to move the ball at least 5 to 6 yards each play. And I mean, they're starting out strong this year.
Yeah, I mean, the versatility of the Titans is really showing off in this first quarter or so. Like, by now we've had 3 people line up in the backfield, and all of them have had good results. It's just a testament, especially to the line, how good their blocking is.
Yeah, that's a great point, Ben. Now we see run by Devion Brown. I guess technically that was a passing play as Tegan
Pitched it, yeah.
what you call that? Yeah, pitch, but it was a forward pitch, so that will go as a completed pass. It only traveled about 6 inches in the air, though, and it's a gain ultimately of about 4 yards. There we see Fort Union jump. They're saying they were drawn offsides by the Titans, but that is not how the officials saw it. So it's going to be offsides on the defense.
Offsides on the defense.
And that'll make it second and 2.
And that is the one thing last year that the Titans would struggle with is, some of their mistakes. I think the thing that set them back most times where they'd have to kick the ball is their foul mistakes, either on the line, either pulling, or their face max. And definitely think they fixed that over the offseason and this season for sure.
The second and short, they're going to go for it all. And Brandon Ridley is wide open. Touchdown, Titans. Tegan Logan to Brennan Ridley for the score. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that one for you. And I think we got a replay of a quick volleyball point there, but we'll work on that.
We'll get it up there eventually. It's coming.
Yeah, an extra point coming up here from freshman Evan Goldschmidt, who just returning from the 3-day freshman retreat. Whole 9th grade of Trinity's been gone, and great job by Evan. Right down the middle for his first extra point of the season. Nice to see the rookie stepping up where J.D. Stemhagen left off as our kicker last year. J.D., of course, up at Manhattan College playing baseball in Division I level. So
I believe also Hugh Stone is our normal kicker, but he's injured today.
yeah, Hugh, emergency appendectomy this week. I teach Huey actually in 2 classes, and but in the sports media class and in U.S. history, and so he's been out most of the week from school. I do see him on the sidelines today, but he'll be off the field for a couple weeks here. But great job by Evan. I also teach him, so proud of him. Didn't know he was a football player.
Great leg, apparently.
Yeah, he crushed it. So that was pretty much a perfect first drive for the Titans. Every play brought positive yards.
Yeah.
And
They got to give credit to Davion Brown there. First play looked really dangerous. He was able to escape, go other side for a good 9. And I think that's something we always see from Davion Brown. He's just very aggressive, always finds those angles.
really tough to tackle. What a hit. What a tackle there. That was Cameron Walker and
Khalid
Rayner.
Rayner. Yeah.
Another freshman out there, the youngest of the 3 Rayner brothers. Khalid, his first game here on Aycock Stadium, delivered a punishing hit.
There's another one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were 3 of them. Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I think
All play
Khalid
defense,
already has a lot of interest from colleges. Of course, big brother Elijah, freshman at William & Mary, and the
Senior
last
commit.
year's Times Dispatch Defensive Player of the Year, senior Zaire Rayner, who's committed to Minnesota, and that is the third of the 3 brothers making a big hit on special teams. Solid run for Fremont on their first play from scrimmage. They picked up about 7 yards there. It was Jameen Woods with the carry.
Ashton Lawyer with a pretty good tackle. Brought him down nicely there. I believe he new to the team this year as a junior. Don't believe he's played last year. Not sure if he's a transfer or not.
Ashton,
Yeah.
he's a transfer.
A transfer
from
junior.
Freeman.
Yeah, great aggressiveness from there. He got right in there. Was not scared of the tackle at all from my angle, but Fuma, great yards there.
Yeah, definitely positive yardage on first down. They go to Woods again. Not much this time, though, as The D-line is there to stuff him, and trying to see who was at the bottom of that pile on the tackle. That was Cooper Gardner. And one thing we see this year, Sylvia, that we didn't see much last year is guys playing both offense and defense. So
Oh yeah.
last year there was very little two-way play, but you got Cooper Gardner. Deuce Edwards is playing some on offense this year.
I know we'll see Brady. We'll see Will. We'll see them play two-way sometimes.
Ryan Mitchell
Yeah.
played a lot defensively last week up in Ohio. Timeout. I think it's an official timeout for an equipment issue.
Yeah.
And for the Blue Devils on this key third down, they're going to have to take out Jameen Woods, who has gotten the ball the last two plays. And they're going to have to try this 3rd and 2 without Woods. Titan student section, which is filled in nicely, making some noise. And they stop him on 3rd down for a 4-yard loss. Looked like Jordan Stiff got in the backfield there. And that's going to make it 4th and 6. And Fort Union will punt it away. Brennan Ridley, the touchdown scorer, is back deep to return.
Yeah, I mean, definitely great defense. 3-0, perfect how you want to start a game. I mean, I think we just saw perfect offense and defense from the Titans, which I expect we're going to see for, I think, quite a while now. And, I mean, perfect drive and perfect 3-0.
Well, and special teams has been good so far as well. The really strong opening kick return by James Woodward, and then the perfect extra point by Evan Goldschmidt. We'll see special teams again here as Brennan Ridley calls for and makes a fair catch at his own 40. And the Titans will take over their offense coming back on the field.
I'm hopefully you see some really nice from the Titans here. I want to see some more passes. Saw a lot of nice run game from Davion Brown, James Woodward. Want to see some more passes to, Bryden Kelly, Davion Brown, Braxton Brooks. I believe those are our starting wide receivers. Brennan Ridley, of course, as well out there.
That's a good point. Good student section for this afternoon, which is always good to see.
Yeah, hot day. A lot of people out there. That's really nice.
This is a handoff.
Go, Woody.
Speed by Woody. 16 yards and another first down.
16, that's going to be a Titans first down.
Yeah, love the speed eye Woody. Love watching him. I mean, one of my great buddies, so always love to see him out there. He's very shifty, very fast, pretty small, hard to tackle. Also got to give credit to the line there. Big play by Ryan Mitchell to make that pocket open for him.
Money Mitch, the University of Pennsylvania commit, our center,
Offsides on the blue.
and it's going to be another
Minor penalty,
offside
still first down.
against Fort Union, so it'd be first down and 5. I believe the last time the Blue Devils jumped off sides, it was the very next play when the Titans hit for about a 36-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Right around that same area of the field here. I expect maybe another pass. You see the play action, and it is broken up. Great defensive play by Alexander Abron as Tegan Logan was looking for Devion Brown. Looked like a pretty good throw, but just a really nice defensive play.
Yeah,
by
great
the
defense there.
corner for the Devils. Second and 5. Tegan Logan with all kinds of time finds his tight end, Sam DiFrancesca. DeFran with the catch and the first down. The very tall sophomore.
Yeah, I think
wide
6'4",
receiver.
6'5", I believe.
Yeah, listed as
Huge guy.
6'5", just a sophomore. I I think he's going to see a lot more playing time this year at the varsity level. I know the coaches are really excited about Sam DeFrancesca's potential. First down from the 30. It's a quick throw out to Brennan Ridley. Great block by DeFran. And Brennan will run for another first down just inside the 20. And the Titans offense kind of has it all working right now.
Great stop by is Isaiah McDaniel there for Fuma.
It's like Fat Rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 great plays by Sam DeFrancesca first. The first down catch and then a great block, and now it's going to be another 1st and 5. That's the 3rd offsides penalty on Fork Union here in the first quarter.
Definitely not how you want to start off a game. Coaches are not going to be happy about that those calls at all.
Yeah, Silvio, when they're trying to come and pull an upset against a team that hasn't lost a home game since 2019, these penalties are not going to put, obviously, Fork Union in the position to get that upset. But that play was almost great for Fuma, but an incredible job by Tegan Logan to get rid of it just before he got sacked and turn what looked like a surefire loss of yards into actually a gain of 3 on the catch by
James Woodward, yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 2. Great job by Tegan there to elude the sack.
He was able to stay really composed and still find his target, because that was what the play was drawn up for, I think.
Yeah, and Tegan, composure is always a good word to describe him. He's very cool under pressure. Nothing ever really seems to faze Tegan on the football field or off it. That's a fade up for and caught.
Deuce
By
Woodward. Deuce
Edwards playing on both sides of the ball now. Deuce Edwards with the touchdown. There is a late flag, I think, maybe a little bit excessive on the celebration there, but great pass, great catch. See what the flag is, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it's
all the
gonna
same
be,
time, so.
a taunting, unsportsmanlike.
So let me go back to it.
Deuce, if you've ever watched ESPN, we've had him on a lot. for
Yeah, all
interviews,
3.
And, you know, he's very exuberant, and these high school officials are tasked with keeping the sportsmanship really clean. So Deuce didn't do anything you don't see all the time on Saturdays and Sundays, but they do flag him for it. That'll be assessed on the kickoff. And just like that, Titans lead it 14-0.
Evan Goldschmidt's been really impressive so far. He just drove another one right through the middle. It's great to see.
Oh, yeah.
It is great to see from the freshman.
I believe
It's actually just dawned on me that there was an evening this summer when I came up here. I was running around the track, and I didn't know Evan yet because he hadn't. It was before school had started, and I saw a kid nailing kicks out on the field, and I'm just realizing now, it just sunk in. It was Evan, who, like I mentioned, I do teach, but I hadn't put 2 and 2 together that the kid I saw kicking, it was probably back in June or early July, is now number 80 out there nailing these 2 extra points, and he looks like he has a lot of leg if they were to need to try a field goal at some point as well. Yeah, so the Titans will, of course, be pushed back 15 for this kickoff after the unsportsmanlike on the touchdown there.
was that from Deuce Edwards?
Yeah, and like I was saying, I think you were helping with the replay, but it really wasn't that flagrant, but Deuce just celebrated just a little bit more than they like at the high school level. So you don't love to see that, but it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was that bad.
Great
but you got
kick.
to know the officials are going to call it tight. All right, the kickoff is fielded by Alexander Abron, and Titans swarm him around the 36. Good job by Abron to stay on his feet, but his forward momentum was stopped, and they'll spot it. Fork Union ball at the 37-yard line.
First down Blue.
Silvio, yeah, you mentioned it already, but really impressed with the turnout in the Titan student section on a day that at kickoff was 87 degrees with a real feel of 94, very hot and humid, and great to see Titan Nation show out for this first home game of the year, and you can't miss them.
Oh, we don't have many this year. Oh yeah, Neon today. Great pick from our student section leader, Sofia Huerta.
Well defended on that screen pass. Ultimately, the tackle was made by Will Rosen. I think Mason Love got there first as well, and that's going to be a loss of 2. If I may brag for a minute, I invented the neon theme at
Trinity?
at a basketball game at
Okay.
the Final Four in 2017 at Virginia State University. I said, everybody come in like neon colors, and it really popped on camera, and it's been a thing ever since. So I have to pat myself on the back for that one.
Definitely also love the Love brothers coming out here. They're both gotten
yeah.
way bigger since I knew them freshman year, but that was a great play by Raymond
there's Trey
Raymond
Cherry,
Cherry.
another heralded freshman, making the tackle for a 5-yard loss.
I was talking to Z earlier in the week, and I asked him, what freshman, what underclassmen I should be looking out for. Trey Cherry was his #1 answer, and I definitely think he's right about that. Great play by him. Great speed. Was really surprised by that.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a freshman out there. Just big kid, but also quick, number 24. And third and very long, about 17 for the Blue Devils as they try and get their first down. And they're not going to. That ball's incomplete. Good coverage by Mason Love. And it'll be 4th and long. And the punt unit coming back out.
Yeah, another great and a great 3-and-out by the Titans defense. Nothing really, no big highlights. Trey Cherry with that great loss of 5 yards there, and hopefully we see something big from Brendan Redley.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything's been perfect if you're a Titan fan so far. 2 possessions and defensively 2 3-and-outs. The only thing that's gone wrong today is up here in the booth is Silvio just took a spill, got a little too excited. That punt will roll and be down inside the 30.
Punt by Smith, down by number 12, Ty Shepard at 29. Titans first down.
All right, so Titans will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. So I was just saying how everything's gone perfectly so far. And
Yeah.
Silvio, you want to tell our viewers what just happened?
Yeah, kind of was in a bit of a broken chair. Might have been a 2-month wait for the chair, and I leaned back and just fell right to the floor there. But great job by the Titans to regain possession.
Yeah, well, no harm, no foul. I've done that to a couple of chairs myself in my day, so it was funny for us as long as you're okay.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been a ton of sports this week because of the freshmen being away, but just to give some scores of games that have happened this week, we had boys soccer with a really exciting tie against a really strong Norfolk Academy team, 1-1, and volleyball won at St. Margaret's 3-0. Tennis lost to Collegiate, and that's about it this week. Field hockey didn't play, and obviously football playing right now. So next week, very busy. We have several TESPN broadcasts and a number of different sports next week. I think we have boys soccer and volleyball, and I think field hockey as well. So busy week next week for sure. But we'll keep you up to date. Also, at halftime stick around as we have the first Titan Takeover, our Sports Center style highlight clip show, hosted by Ryan Lloyd and Joe Turkley, and that went really well. Also, Deuce Edwards,
Yeah.
who just scored the touchdown, makes an appearance on that. And Devion Brown catches the screen. He is going to go.
He's going. Got the 20.
20, 10,
Touchdown.
Titans. Devion Brown showing off that 4-4 speed. And 71-yard touchdown score. And looks like we're seeing the replay here as producer Hagen Andrews bringing that to you. Great job, Hagen. And that one was very much worth a replay for sure. And
How many yards was that? Was that
71 yards.
71?
And that was Fat Rat, Devion Brown. We watched him getting a little bit sick to his stomach, which when the defense was on the field, comes out, goes 71 yards for the score, and the trash can back in front of him. But 3 for 3 from Evan Goldschmidt. Really excited for Evan in his first appearance here at Aycock Stadium.
Right when the offense was coming on the field, Davion Brown yelled, "I'm ready," before going to score that touchdown.
He was not kidding.
We have the Titan mascot over there doing the push-ups for the number. Just completed 21 there. He's going to have a lot of work to do today.
That could get rough for the mascot. I saw that,
Oregon Ducks.
yeah, Oregon scored 81. And the mascot had to do
500
like
something, yeah.
563 push-ups. I think it was last week when they beat, I believe it was Portland State.
Yeah. Hopefully our mascot doesn't end up in that bad of shape.
The Oregon Duck was done. I saw he just like threw himself on the ground at the end. Good kick by Goldschmidt, travels all the way down to the 5, where Abron is going to bring it back, and he is thrown down. Nice tackle by Cameron Walker, the senior, with his second special teams tackle already here in this first quarter.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Cameron Walker was hurt last year, wasn't he?
For a good chunk of the
Yeah.
year, yeah. He missed probably about at least half the season, I think. Cameron, of course, an incredible student, and he's looking at potentially playing football at the likes of MIT, Harvard. I believe he visited Dartmouth, Princeton.
Yeah,
Just
genius in my opinion.
all-around student, athlete in every sense of the word. Handoff here is going nowhere. As there's that man we were just talking about, Cameron Walker in the backfield, throws the ball carrier for a 5-yard loss.
Second down.
And Work Union's having a tough go of things so far.
Haven't really seen any big passes. They're really sticking to the running game of Woods using Abron there. I definitely think if they're able to beat out the likes of Terrence Edwards, James Woodward sometimes plays, Zaire Rayner. All these big guys. It's tough to get a pass around them, and that's why they have to stick to the run as they do here.
Yeah, another run is strung out, going nowhere. Big time tackle there.
Cameron Walker again, taking that guy down. I think he maybe is making all the tackles for this and just sending Fork Union back to defense.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
Third down.
I think that was a sideline warning against the Titans for some coaches or players crossing into the field. So next time that would be a penalty. Clock's running again. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Third and very long for the Blue Devils. They do throw it this time, and it's just out of the reach of Deuce Edwards.
And Ben Rosen.
Ben Rosen also in the neighborhood, the sophomore. He's just listed on the program as athlete.
Yeah, I believe QB for last year he was one of the backup QBs, so changed his role to just athlete. I guess we'll be seeing him in a lot of positions this year, which is awesome for the young Rosen. I believe older brother, don't know his name, is playing at CNU. If you know the older Rosen, Christopher Newport University.
Yeah, Ethan.
Ethan Rosen, yeah.
Yep.
We have Will Rosen, D lineman senior, doing great out here. The Rosen brothers, big strong football family.
For sure, and Mr. Rosen, Mitch Rosen, is one of the coaches.
O-line coach, yeah.
All right, 4th and about 20. I thought his knee was actually down when he fielded that. They're going to get a roughing the punter, I think, which is really unfortunate for the Titans, and probably you'd say the first play of the game that didn't go the Titans' way.
Smith down.
But I think the punter, Luke Boucher Cesaro, sold that, and punt was almost blocked, but they did knock him over. And even though it was
They stopped it
fourth
at
and
the-
about 20, I think that's an automatic first down. We're about to find out. The officials are talking about it.
So it's running into the
running
kick.
into. Okay. So if it's running into, just 5-yard penalty,
Replay 4th down.
replay 4th down.
I think that's actually would work better for the Titans. To be honest, I think
Yeah.
they're gonna most likely be able to get more yardage if they replay this.
There's also some debate if it was partially blocked, which then if you get the ball, you're allowed to run into the kicker, but
Running
now,
into the kicker on the Titans.
yeah, so it's running into 5 yards. They'll kick it again, and I agree, Silvio. Probably a bit of a break for the Titans. Yeah, it looks like Ben Rosen is going to be back. No, never mind.
Yeah, Ben Ridley's out
Brendan
there
Ridley.
still.
I thought Ben was going to be the returner, but Brendan just coming on a little bit late, but here he comes. All right, so Luke Boucher Cesaro's punt goes across the 45. It takes a Titan bounce and down at the 44 by Charles Boss. So good field position for the Titans, already up 21-0.
6 yards.
Probably, more than likely, just one play left here in this first quarter with 14 seconds to go.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's an incomplete pass, we'll just have one more play and then switch ends.
6 yard, bit better there for the Titans. I think, as I said, bit better field position for that replay, which is probably happy for the Titans there.
You were right, Silvio.
Now I don't know, Hamlin. I'm never really good at calling these, but how aggressive do you think the Titans will get here? Think they're gonna throw one long and have Davion Brennan or
They're gonna run, and in this quarter, that's my guess, and then maybe open up the second quarter with a home run shot. Although I don't think they're gonna run now because there's no one behind Tegan, and Tegan is gonna pass and find Sam DeFrancesca for a 19-yard gain. It will be the last play of the quarter, though, but I was not right in my prediction of a run, and that was proven pre-snap when James Woodward went in motion, and then going for a run was pretty much off the table. All right, into the first quarter, which was a darn near perfect quarter for the
Yeah.
Titans. And the score at the end of one, Trinity Episcopal 21, Fork Union Military Academy 0. We'll take a quick break and be back in 60 seconds. All right, we are back for the second quarter. Titans will retain possession at the 24-yard line. Now headed toward the end zone where their student section is positioned. And I still am calling for an ACOG leap this season. If you watched games last year, I always was hoping someone would score a touchdown and just throw themselves into the student section. It just seems like it'd be fun.
Just don't
with
think
the
there's enough
Lambo Maker
bodies
Green Bay, but
bodies over there to do
not
it,
enough
sadly.
bodies?
Yeah.
well, hopefully it doesn't go like you in the chair. But yeah. Anyway, someone kind of sort of did it. I think the last game, but it wasn't full on. I think it was Devion Brown. All right, there's
Deuce Edwards.
Deuce Edwards. I did call for a home run ball in the first play of the second quarter, and we did get that. So my prediction skills are coming back around. And 24-yard pass, taking Logan to Deuce Edwards. Or actually, sorry, I guess there was another offsides penalty. So 19-yard
Yeah.
pass. Second touchdown of the game for Deuce. This time he quietly heads back to the sideline without picking up another unsportsmanlike penalty. And what a pass by Tegan, just put it
Right in
on
that
a
corner.
dime.
Not really used to seeing, Terrence Edwards on this offense position and always, seems so dominant in corner. I think he's like Cam Fleming last year where no one's going to really throw to him or challenge his side. And I think he is going to be able to place that role really nicely. And I think he's teasing about where he wants to go to college. A lot of offers. Bright orange gloves is just his color, so I'm rooting for Tennessee for him, but it's a
Yeah, I know
personal
Tennessee
one.
and Clemson are two of the schools that are very much in the mix. Oklahoma and
A lot of
I know
others.
he's hoping to get a Colorado offer with Coach Prime changing the game out there in Boulder. But yeah, Deuce Edwards, one of the highest recruits, highest rated recruits in Trinity history, and he's doing it on both ends today. Almost had an interception defensively and 2 touchdowns offensively. And we have had Deuce many times on the mic for TESPN. He's done lacrosse games and did he do maybe a baseball game? He did
He
something
did.
else
He
in
did
the
do a
spring.
baseball game.
And you can check out Deuce's work on the microphone at halftime when we have Titan Takeover. This kick fielded by Abron. He does a nice job to bounce it out and takes it out to about the 29-yard line. So good return by Alexander Abron for the Devils.
First and blue.
Not sure who made that tackle from the Titans there. I think it was just a big jumble of people everywhere.
Yeah, Zaire Rayner was one of the guys involved.
Really can't ask for anything better from the Titans so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been just about perfect other than, running into the kicker, but even that worked out fine because they actually got better field position after the penalty than they had before it.
Also Evan Goldschmidt going 4 for 4 so far. Young, fresher kicker. Very excited for that.
It's a direct snap to the running back, Torre. Isaac Torre runs it for positive yards, picks up 2.
Run by Isaac Torre, gain of 2. Second down.
Titan D-line right now has Jordan Stith,
Caden Clark.
Patrick McGowan, it's Caden Clark
Yeah.
and Cameron Walker. It's a bit of a high snap. Torrey looks to bounce it wide, and the Titans are all over him there. Ashton Lawler, one of the guys that was in on the tackle. Mason Love. I think Patrick McGowan was around as well. So
Ashton's been impressive so far as a transfer.
yeah, he looks really good. He's another young man that I teach, and he seems to have seamlessly transitioned into the Trinity community. All right, 3rd and 13 after that loss of 5 on 2nd down. Oh my gosh, what a tackle there. I believe that was Deuce Edwards' big time hit by Deuce on Alexander Ebron, and gonna be 4th and
11.
10. Ebron did pick up about 3, but he certainly paid for his troubles on that one.
I mean, again,
Deuce
perfect.
continues doing it on both sides of the ball.
I mean, perfect play from Deuce, but perfect play from the Titans in general. I know they're great 3 and out. Didn't even let them get any positive yardage there to even try to make a first down. Titans are really playing a good game. I mean, last year, the only times they would give up big yards would be on fouls, and they've had a pretty nice foulless game besides, the 2 that we had called earlier.
Sometimes I think it might be fun to play football, and that's the hit that guy just received. Try to rethink.
Yeah.
That punt is fair caught by Brennan Ridley.
Number 22, Gordon Curry. Fair caught.
Titans will take over at their own 48. So far, 4 Trinity possessions, 4 touchdowns, 4 Union possessions, and all 4 have been 3 and out. Really just couldn't ask for a better performance. And I think these Titans were very anxious to get back on the field after
A very tough Ohio
tough
game.
loss up in
Yeah.
Ohio against nationally ranked Archbishop Hoban. Titans challenged themselves with an incredibly taxing first opponent and took their first loss in, I think, after a 16-game winning streak across 2 seasons. But still a long winning streak against opponents from the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Yeah.
And it looks like that winning streak will continue if things stay how they're going so far. James Woodward with the carry. He gained 5 yards across midfield. 2nd and 5.
2nd down.
Yeah, always love watching James behind the ball there, covering. Originally he's our running back 2 behind Trey Grant. He is sadly injured though, so James will be covering a big role. He covered a big role in Ohio. I watched a lot of that game, and I think James had some great runs. They just weren't able to move that ball down to the touchdown, down in the end zone, but James was definitely able to move it with his great speed. Hopefully we see more of that today.
Here he goes.
That's another good run by James Woodward. And he picked up 13 and another
Run by
Titan first down.
to the 34. That's a Titans first down.
Titans really showing off the depth as well with Isaiah Robinson, Trey Grant, Jay Williams, Bowen Knight, Huey Stone, among those who are not in uniform today. Brennan Ridley is. He catches. He has a first down and more. Finally forced out around the 20 by Gordon Curry.
That's a Titans first down.
Yeah, I love that play to Brennan there, and I believe, normally that's Isaiah or Davion Brown's spot, and, Brennan is covering it just perfectly over that all-around athlete position. I definitely think that's a perfect position for him. He can really do everything on the field that needs to be done. I think you always want a player like that.
Yeah, a lot of times you see Brennan line up in the slot, but he's out wide today with Robinson out. Devion Brown on the toss. Takes it close to the 10-yard line there. It was a flag
Davion Brown.
right
down
around the
to
offensive
10.
line.
Flag
This
on
one
play.
might come back with a hold, and indeed it is holding on the Titans. So it's really the first,
Holding on the Titans.
well, the first offensive penalty we've seen in terms of during live play.
Yeah.
Not counting the post play unsportsmanlike on the second touchdown. So for the first time today, Titans are behind the chains, and it's first and about 17 as they mark off 10 yards from the spot, which would have been just across the line of scrimmage. Unfortunate for Devion Brown that those yards are going to come off of the board for him. That pass is incomplete. Only the second incomplete pass by Tegan Logan today. And it'll be second and long.
One thing we hadn't talked about today is the weather. We always like to talk about the weather, and I think it is a pretty perfect day.
It's pretty warm, but it's better than it's been pretty much all week. You know, a lot of the Titanfall teams, and I assume this has been going on around Virginia, haven't been able to practice outside just because of the unsafe levels of heat and humidity. And definitely keep an eye out for cramping as this one progresses. James Woodward gets the screen pass. He could go. He might go. He will go all the way for the touchdown. 29-yard pass from Tegan Logan to James Woodward. Touchdown, Titans. And we'll see it here again on the replay as he caught it right about the 30. Got some great blocking out on the right. Nice cutback. Great vision by Woody. And just an all-around perfectly executed screen. I know offensive coordinator Malcolm Bell had to love that one. And I know James Woodward's great buddy Silvio Troy sitting here next to me had to love that one as well. That's 5 for 5 for Evan Goldschmidt on the extra points. 35-0 Titans with just over 7 minutes to go until halftime.
I can't find the mascot doing any push-ups anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think
Don't know where
he
the
might have
Titan
called it.
mascot went.
Titan mascot has gone into hiding. Does not want to have to do those push-ups. So if you were doing push-ups right now, it would be 7 plus 14 is 21, plus 21 is 42, plus 28 is 70, plus 35. He would have been up to 105 push-ups by now.
Thank you,
if he was
sister.
doing them all. All right. Love me a little bracelet, and they just brought us some Titans football 2023 bracelets up here in the press box. We mentioned all the Rosen family, except maybe the most important Rosen of all.
Oh, yeah, I
Mrs.
almost forgot.
Rosen, the football team mom for many years, is hooking us up with these cool Titan football bracelets. So shout out to Mrs. Rosen and Evan Goldschmidt. Another great kickoff, fielded at the 10 by the Devils, number 35, Cameron Taylor. Another tackle by Cameron Walker. So little Cameron on Cameron crime right there as Cameron Walker
He's having himself a game.
leveled Cameron Taylor. Yeah, Cameron Walker's been phenomenal here in the first half.
I only brought up last year just because of how impressive he's been today. He's been incredible.
Kudos. First down.
Yeah, and I think the coaches were looking for him to really step up his role with a lot of that starting defense from last year, graduating the likes of Elijah Rayner, Mario Thompson, Robbie Dunn, Cam Fleming, John Brooks, just to name a few of the standout defenders who moved on. Oh, Hunter Brooks, and I still feel like I'm forgetting one or two from what was an unbelievable Titan defense last year. Timeout, Fork Union. their first timeout in the first half,
Blue Devils, they're
which
first.
will leave them with 2 to go here in the first half. But Cameron was the guy who, Ben, as you mentioned, was injured for a large chunk of last season. He did come back late in the season and played, I believe, in the state playoffs. But he's had an incredible home debut thus far today.
I mean, yeah, absolutely beautiful game for them. Absolutely beautiful game from the defense, especially. Really proud of all those guys. I mean, definitely now we're seeing, you know, I think as you said before, the depth of the Titan roster. A lot of our starting defensive guys are out. Personally, my favorite, Jay Williams, sadly out. He got injured in Ohio. So can't wait for him to be back. You know, we're seeing players like Josiah Walker getting a lot of PT time here.
Yeah, something you mentioned, Sylvia, was just Fuma was definitely the underdog coming into this game, but holding any football team to just 3 and out in 5 possessions now is not an easy task at all.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that yet to allow a first down. We're now on possession number 5 for the Blue Devils. Gonna run a little option here. The pitch is gonna hit the ground. Still loose, and it is recovered by the Titans. Coming out of there with it is Kian Montgomery.
Yeah, Kian.
Kian Montgomery, sorry. Kian Montgomery, my bad. Kian, the sophomore, able to pounce on that, and Trinity will have incredible field position just outside the Fuma 10-yard line. Great job by Keon. I mean, that ball was loose for a while. Fuma wasn't able to scoop it up, and he dove on it and going to put Trinity in incredible field position.
Taylor Benson's getting a snap here, a wide receiver. I think that's
Hollywood,
yeah.
as they call him. We also see Bryden Kelly out there, and we also see a penalty as Titans illegal substitution. Oh, delay a game. That's kind of unfortunate on a change of possession to have a delay a game. Coach Bell, the offensive coordinator, is not going to like that. But as you mentioned, a lot of different personnel in, and already a lot of the starters are not out there. Another flag comes out, and
by Brennan Ridley.
Brennan Ridley's run, I think, is going to be negated probably by another holding penalty. It is indeed. So sometimes as you go a little deeper into the bench, you do see mistakes by guys that maybe don't have as much game experience, and we've seen 2 penalties in a row here for Trinity. But I think the biggest thing, if you're the Titan coaching staff at this point with a 35-0 lead, you just want to keep everything clean, keep the operation smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I will say, as a coach, sometimes when it's going as perfectly as it has in the first half, you don't mind a couple mistakes just to give you something to get on the guys about at halftime. Otherwise, they wouldn't need the coaches. All right, it is going to be still first down, 1st and 20 after 2 consecutive penalties.
We'll see how the Titans offense holds up now with diversity.
Yeah, great point there, Ben. Diversity is definitely a big thing. Depth and diversity. They have a
Adverse.
oh adverse. I can't hear you, man. My bad.
Well,
Yeah,
there's going to be
great
adversity
definition.
throughout the year, so you definitely got to learn to handle it. Play clock down under 10 as Tegan Logan looks over for an audible. Play clock down to 3, and he didn't get it off. And it's gonna be delay a game. 3 consecutive penalties. Things are definitely getting a little sloppy for the first time today.
Like you pointed out, Mr. Allen, Coach Bell walks onto the field to give him a little talking to about it.
Yeah. All right, finally get the snap off. They throw it out wide to Brennan Ridley. He makes one defender miss, and he ends up picking up 11 yards, brought down to the 15. So after the 3 penalties, it's even with an 11-yard gain, it's still going to be second and about 14 because it was first and 25.
Yeah, great tackle by Alexander Abram there for the Blue Devils. Really brought Brennan down hard.
Another flag. False start on the offense. So, Silvio, you had praised these guys for being virtually penalty-free for the first quarter and a half, and now that's 4 penalties in 5 plays. And I heard someone from the crowd just yell, "Let's go, lock in," and it's a good point. We've lost a little bit of focus here on this possession after the Keon Montgomery fumble recovery. Taken, rolling left, now he backs up. He's now going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Is that Brennan Ridley again?
I believe so. Can't see the number for sure.
Seeing the number from this far away in the far corner, but I believe it is Brennan Ridley for another touchdown. Yeah, that was a great job by Tegan there.
Oh, you got to give credit to Tegan for that play.
Keeping the pocket alive, rolling left, and then put it on a dime for Brennan Ridley. Extra point is good. I think that replay may have just cut into the extra point, but because it was such a long play with Tegan scrambling back there. But trust me, Evan Goldschmidt split the uprights for the 6th time today, and it's 42-0 Titans.
Marching band sounded great today. Always good to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Rollins, Trinity Hall of Famer, leading the pep band and the playing of the school song, school fight song on our Titans. And we got DJ Dr. Love stepping in with his tunes. Dr. Love, of course, the father of Miles and Mason Love. And he really is named Dr. Love. So that's pretty cool. All right, kickoff fielded, tackle made by Miles Love, or sorry, Mason Love. Mason Love on the tackle. So much love. I'm trying to keep it all straight right now. A lot of whistles, but I don't see any flags. There's a little bit of extra argy-bargy after the whistle there. Both teams are kind of pushing and shoving. And look, you're down 42-0 in your Fort Union. It's frustrating on a steamy, essentially summer day. Doesn't feel like fall to me. And military schools never quit, though. So.
That's true, yeah. Definitely saw with Benedictine. I think Benedictine Fork Union are prime examples of that. Definitely always never quitting.
Nice play action and a positive gain for the Blue Devils there. I actually think that's the longest play from scrimmage they've had since the very first play of the game, as Alexander Abron did well to keep that one and scramble for 8 yards, second and short, as Puma looks for their first first down. And Abram's going to keep it again. Oh, what a move as he's still on his feet, and that is going to be a first down for the Blue Devils. And he really planted and juked, and that was an impressive run by Alexander Abron, and a first down for Fork Union.
Yeah, first down to Fork Union. They definitely would like this momentum. Don't think they have crossed into their territory yet all game, so this would be great. They could pick up 3 more yards to hop across that 50-yard line in that Titan shield.
Felt a little breeze come through the press box there. That felt good. It's the first breeze I felt since the one when Silvio went down. And this is another positive play for the Blue Devils, and another first down and more, as an excellent run there for Jameen Woods. He picked up 17 yards, and that is the deepest that Fork Union has been, or really, like you said, Silvio, the first time they've been into Titan territory across midfield. So this is a promising drive for the Blue Devils. And to be fair to the Titans, a lot of the starters have already, well, they may come back in, but a lot of the starters not on the field right now. High snap is caught by Abron, and solid run by Jameen Woods.
Run by Jameen Woods.
Did you guys see who made the tackle on that one?
No, definitely Declan Keith in the area, as well as Jordan Stilth, I believe.
Yeah. So Patrick McGowan coming off the pile as well. So I think Patrick, the junior, he looks a lot bigger than last year.
Yeah, he looks real big. Thought it was Brady when I was looking at the numbers earlier, but he is very, very big out there on the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Big shoes to fill, as well as playing for nose. Had oh God, who did we have last year?
Oh, Derek Badley.
Yeah, Derek Badley. There you go. Very big guy, Derek.
Yeah, and a nice tackle there by Zaire Rayner, and there's no way that I think. So I love soccer. I coach soccer. I play soccer, but soccer players are notorious for taking a dive from time to time, and that happened there as Abron was trying to convince the official that that was a late hit, but Zaire took his hands off him, and Abron threw himself to the ground. I'm glad the refs didn't buy that one. All right, 3rd and 7. As this has been the most promising drive of the day for Fork Union. And yeah, how did I forget Derek Badley earlier when we were talking about great players who graduated from last year's team? He was one of the best for sure in the middle of that D-line. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but it is going to make it 4th and manageable for Fuma here.
I think Patrick McGowan got to him first that time.
Yeah, Woods carried it to the 31. So on 4th and 4, I would imagine they'll go for it here. Not much to lose at this point. Another reminder to stick around at halftime to watch Titan Takeover, the inaugural Sports Center style broadcast show by TESPN. And Fuma is going to call a timeout. I think that's a smart timeout with 1:26, and the furthest they've progressed the ball down the field. They don't want this drive to end, so want to make sure that they get everybody on the same page as they try and put some points on the board here before halftime.
Yeah, definitely got to give credit to Alexander Abram, really kind of carrying this drive for Fork Union. His run game's on point. Definitely getting through a lot of the younger D linemen, and I think that's what they need to be doing. They need to be taking advantages of what they're going to be given.
Absolutely.
coming out of the timeout, 4th and 4 for Fork Union. Say that fast 5 times. 4th and 4 for Fork Union.
Don't think
All
I
right,
can.
the snap, the throw is knocked away, almost picked off by Ben Rosen. I think he got a hand on it. But on 4th down, it will turn over to the Titans as Fuma brought Emerson Smith into the game at quarterback and tried to throw a little bubble screen, but Ben Rosen read it well, got a hand on it, and he's frustrated he didn't get the interception, but they still take over in pretty much the same spot on the field. So
Yep.
it's good, though, to see he wants to be a little greedy and get that turnover chain. All right, 122 Titans. Probably one last possession before the half. It is a run to James Woodward. Looked like a face mask there, and I do see the flag fly. So
Run by James Woodward.
10-yard gain for Woodward, and I'm pretty sure we're going to tack 15 more on at the end of that for what looked to me to be a face mask. And it is.
You were talking about Sylvia. James Woodward, not traditionally the running back one for Trinity. Not traditionally the running back one for Trinity, but he's done a great job of stepping into that role, and he's such a strong guy. He's absurdly big when you look at him. It's just the nicest guy I've ever met, too. So it's great to see him doing well this game.
Yeah, I think he's just pure muscle. I think when I ever look at him in the classes, he is, I think, just made out of muscle, and he's a tough guy to take down.
Yeah, he's fast. He's strong and really smart as well. Another flag came in late there, and I think perhaps the Fork Union coaching staff maybe said a little bit too much to the officials there, as it looked to me like the side judge threw that flag for sideline warning against Fork Union. So now both teams have had that happen, and now they're going to mark off for the face mask. So it'll be Titan first down just across midfield. 1st and 5.
Sideline
No,
warning on the Blue Devil.
1st and 10, yeah. The chain gang was a little slow to get in position there. What a run by Tegan Logan, using his blocks to get right around to 1st down, and really nice job by the O-line to sustain
Yep.
those blocks.
To the 40. Second down.
And
Something you don't see off from Tegan. He is, he's been building muscle, of course, over the years he's been here, but he's not the biggest guy you would say compared to, a lot of the D linemen and or previous quarterbacks we've had. So we don't usually see him use his legs that often. So it's great to see Tegan pick up a good 9 yards
he
there.
is a really good athlete, though, and I think he has that in his bag. And speaking of good athletes, James Woodward all the way down inside the 5. Touchdown saving tackle by Isaiah McDaniel
Run by James
for the
Woodward.
Blue Devils.
That's going to be a fight.
It'll be 1st and goal, 19 seconds to go. And now the clock will start. So Titans get the play off. It's Woodward again. Whistle's blowing. A whole lot happening here. Offsides, offense. Everything looked a little disorganized on that one. Dead ball, offsides, defense. Okay, so he pointed the wrong way the first time,
Offside on the Blue Devil.
and it'll be half the distance. 1st and goal from the 2 with 8 seconds. So, and the Titans do still have 2 timeouts. So even if you run and don't get in, you should be able to call a quick timeout. So they should have time for 2 plays here. They do run, and they don't get in. So quick timeout. The 2 on the clock. They didn't call it.
They're
I
up
guess I was assuming they would, but
42-0 lead, may
Coach
not.
Miggins probably content with a 42-0 lead and showing some sportsmanship that it's great to see. I guess I would have not been quite as kind down at the 1-yard line, but still an unbelievable first half for the Titans. So we're going to show our Titan Takeover show. It's about a 7 or 8 minute show here. It's going to give you some highlights of the week in Trinity Athletics, and hope everyone enjoys that. We'll be back for the second half, and please do stick around. We'll be back in a few. Watch Titan Takeover. Ryan Lloyd, Joe Turkley, and Deuce Edwards.
You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network. TESPN.
Welcome to the first installment of the TESPN Titan Takeover. I'm Ryan Lloyd, joined here by one of my good friends and fellow co-host, Joe Turkley.
Great to be here.
Yeah, so you want to just jump right into it?
Yeah, we'll start off with field hockey. Off to a 1-2 start. However, great battles with really quality teams. First Colonial Public School out on the beach, and Norfolk Academy, another beach team who historically have had a great field hockey squad.
first clip. We have field hockey versus First Colonial, and the young sophomore keeper Avery Johnson coming up with 2 huge kick saves to keep the Titans in the game. The young Titans goalkeeper is off to a great start to the season, member of the U.S. Youth National indoor field hockey team. She's been working really hard these last couple of years, and she has a very bright future ahead of her as a part of this strong Titan squad. Coming up for field hockey, we have 2 home games, Tuesday versus VES and a live TESPN broadcast versus St. Margaret's.
What's up, I'm Deuce Edwards, and today I'm going to be going over volleyball. Volleyball starting off the season strong, 3-1, defeating the D4 finalist, Grove Christian.
In our first clip, we got a clutch point scored by Dakota Baldwin. And then going into our second clip, we got the amazing Jalen Thurman that comes up clutch. Yeah, Jalen. Then we got Caitlin Watkins showing off her athleticism. And there we go. That right there is how you clutch up. Go Titans. This is the second set. We got Caitlin Watkins scoring for the top. And now we got our third set here coming up. Dakota Baldwin really in her Jordan bag right now, clutching up like Kobe in the fourth. Then we got Dakota Baldwin to seal the game off, and that's how you win right there. That's the standard. Go Titans. So coming up next week, we got Trinity versus the Carmel School exclusively on TSPN. Tune in for that. Then Thursday, you got Trinity versus Christ Church. If you want to watch that game, you got to make sure you pop out.
Gears a little bit, we're going to shift to boys soccer. They're currently 1-1-1 on the season. Opened the season with a tough loss to St. John Paul the Great. Rebounded nicely against Covenant in a 4-0 win. And then in the first league game on Tuesday, just a few days ago, they tied 1-1 with Norfolk Academy.
So we'll take a quick look at some highlights from this game. This is the goal that the Titans scored. Great ball there by Hayes Shepard. He's going to cross it over to Seth Molesky. Seth's shot will be saved, but great job there by Oliver Simpson to be there, to tap the ball in right after. Those are 3 really key players for the Titans, as they'll probably be the leading scorers on the year. Now shifting gears a little bit, we're going to cut to a great jumping save by Joe Turkley. That ball took a nasty deflection off of Jack Cranston, and Joe did well, even looking at the sun, to just be able to tip it over the back of the net in the 82nd minute. just quite impressive from him, and he's been really a great player. 2 player of the games already in just 3 games for the Titans. Shifting a little bit, we're going to go to the 89th minute of that same game. We're looking at the ball. Norfolk's going to get a promising attack here, but Brady Lang will come in clutch with a great slide tackle. You'll see it right there. And then a good job of Matthias Russi to clear that ball out of danger. And then again in the 92nd minute, another great slide tackle in the box by Brady. He's doing so good out there on left back and really just clutching up for the team. Coming up for boys soccer, we got a big game, league game against Collegiate Tuesday the 12th, and then they'll travel to the Eastern Mennonite Tournament on Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th.
Moving around a little bit, we're going to cover kind of all the sports that unfortunately didn't have broadcast this last week, but we'll move into football. They have their first home match this Saturday against Fork Union. You looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, gonna be on TSPN Live. Make sure to tune in Saturday, 1 p.m.
Yeah, they're coming off of a tough loss to one of probably the best teams in the country in Ohio, in Akron, Ohio, that they just played. So they're definitely looking to bounce back after that. I know they had some tough injuries that they're going to have to deal with for the rest of the season, but if any football program in Virginia can bounce back, I think ours definitely can.
For sure. I think they're definitely going to be looking to get it back on a hot streak, play back at home against teams we know well.
Yeah, they'll look to go for their 3rd straight Vista State championship, as they've pretty much crushed everyone for the past year and looking to keep that going. Shifting a little bit, we'll talk about girls tennis. Girls tennis, unfortunately yesterday they took a tough loss to Collegiate. It was 0-9, but all of those matches were ridiculously close. They're 2-1 on the season, so pretty good start for them. And from what I've heard, this is definitely one of the better teams we've had. So looking forward to what they'll do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've heard the tryouts were very, very selective, so they definitely have a very high quality roster.
Yeah, they've had I think two great new players that have just come in and really helped. They've also hired a new coach, an outside pro that's going to come in and really help them refine some of their techniques. So really keep an eye out on girls tennis. They're going to do very well this year. I'm going to predict that.
Me too. States bound.
States bound. You heard it here first, folks. Looking elsewhere, maybe keeping off campus, we'll talk about cross country. They've opened up their season pretty well. They had a nice preseason meet. Brady Siasia back on the team this year. He's really looking to continue his winning ways that he has had in the past. He opened up with a nice 13th place at their preseason meet. And then on the girls' side?
The girls' side, Kaylin Harris came in 7th, and Layla Coburg came in 15th. And upcoming for cross country, they have the Pole Green Classic this Saturday, and then the Fuma Invitational on September 16th. So hopefully the heat will die down a little bit by then, not be so excruciating to run in.
It's definitely been hot here around here, but that's not the only thing that's hot. Titan Sports also very hot. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be covering everything throughout the year, and we're really looking forward to how this new highlight show is going to turn out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ryan Lloyd.
I'm Joe Turkley.
And we're going to send you the play of the week, courtesy of Titan Volleyball in their match against Grove Christian.
Too much vertical when you're 6'7", bro. I mean, what's it like to have to duck under door frames? This is a phenomenal rally.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Heck of a point.
I've been lost for words.
Good. It just keeps going.
No, they're not stopping. Let's get it. I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Rose keeps it alive.
Hey!
Well of the match for sure. And it goes the Titans' way. Multiple great saves. Standing ovation from the soccer team.
An absolutely
What a
well-earned point. Both teams.
All right, we are actually in a lightning delay, so the second half is not going to start for a while, if at all. So we're in a 30-minute delay, and hopefully it'll pass and we'll get the second half in, but I think if it storms for a while, we may not. So anyway, if you're watching, thank you for watching. We may get going again here in a little bit, but if not, appreciate anyone who tuned in, and we'll keep you updated. All right.
Good afternoon. As the storm rolls in, this game is now official. Final score Titans 42, Fork Union 0. So thanks for watching with us. And stay safe out there as stuff flies around Pitaway. And have a good afternoon and a good weekend.